Lost in Space. This game is adapted from a game that I learned about 10 years ago, and a game that will probably be familiar to anyone that's been teaching English for a while. When I learned it, it was done with guns and bombs and lives. I wasn't too sure about the guns and the bombs bit, so I've reimagined it as Lost in Space. So the first screen shows the instructions. So the aim is to find your way home to Earth before you run out of biojet fuel. So the main playing board here has 16 squares. The learner needs to choose a square and answer a question. You can prepare any 16 questions to use for this. So you can use it to review different vocabulary or grammar points or anything really. If the student answers the question correctly, they can go to that square. If they get it wrong, they can't go to that square, unless they can correct it perhaps. But if they do get it correct, they win that square. They get to go to that square. Behind each square could be an alien, a black hole, a shooting star, or the Earth. There are 6 aliens, and if your student finds an alien, they lose 50 units of biojet fuel. If they get sucked into a black hole, if they find a black hole, they lose 100 units of biojet fuel. But luckily there are 6 shooting stars. These will give your student an additional 50 units of biojet fuel. And if they find Earth, they win. So if you're playing just with one student, they would just choose a square, answer a question, and then go to it. And you would continue doing that until they either run out of biojet fuel, and then they're lost in space forever, or they find Earth and win. If you've got a group of students, you can divide them into teams and have them take turns to see who can find their way home. Whoever can wins, and the other team will be forever lost in space.